We went on a trip to the Big Desert before leaving Victoria to continue our journey west. Interestingly, this desert is full of vegetation. There's also some lake that appeared to be pink. 3 days of camping in the Mallee Desert. Let's go.
Let's see what's in here. Okay, these flies are really starting to annoy me. Load up the car for a big desert trip.
Just a little timeline in case of confusion. By the time this video released, it's been well over a year since we had this trip. Life caught on in 2020 and for many reasons I didn't get to finish my Australia trip videos. Although new trips are more fresh and exciting, there's always something in the back of my mind, an unfinished task. So I decided to take some time and process the rest of the trip down under.
We're just waiting for the other two cars to come, meet up, and then we will head into the desert. Did you find a coffee? For that? Thanks. So here's mine, 100 series, Jerry's 90 Prado. We got a Pajero, and then Jeff's G-Wagon. Okay, these flies are really starting to annoy me. I just finished airing down, going to try 16 in the front and 19 in the rear. We ran out at Western Beach Campground. Oh my god, the flies, Jesus. Around Lake Albacuta. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but anyways. DIY or sand flag. Just zip tie all the way, right?
Oh, this is the right track. The place we're exploring is called Big Desert in Victoria. I was imagining something like big sand dunes and no plants. Little did I know, it's actually quite well vegetated. We have a 3-day trip in the whole area. Jay and I were camping, but the others will head back to their motel in Sea Lake. Gotta be honest, we're a little lost on the first day. We finally managed to find our way to this big sandhill called Snowdrift.
This is going to be our campsite for the first night. I am still fighting with the flies. And they are going back to their motel. So before heading back on the road, we're trying to air them back up to 25, just so that they can still drive normally. Previously we aired them down way too low for the speed that we were driving.
Sausage on a piece of toast? Aussie call them snag. Looking back to the days I was still eating meat, prepping food is way more lenient.
Oh, you gotta eat it out. You gotta eat it. Ah.
It's really full. This is if you go to enough hotel, you can collect a lot of instant coffee and tea.
Packed our camp, heading north from Snowdrift. We were supposed to spend the next 2 days on our own exploring, but were taking a stop in Underbowl, a radio called the other boys. They were on their way to Murray Sunset National Park, just a bit north from Big Desert. This is where we found the iconic Pink Lake, Lake Crosby. I am not terribly knowledgeable in geography, but I'll try to explain. The whole Australia used to be under sea level before the Ice Age. As ocean level drops, the land we now call Australia showed up, but this also caused large volume of salt water trapped in sand. The Mallee area luckily got a huge deposit. The salt water rises in winter and evaporates in summer, over thousands of years, leaving a thick layer of salt. And the pink color comes from a single-celled algae living in this environment.
Okay, stop!
Although it seems solid enough to walk on, it is in the end a lake bed. You can easily get bogged. Also, for environment protection aspect, don't drive on this.
Why you look at me like that? Yeah, keep going.
We are trying to go to Border Truck. Apparently there's nothing there, but it's just because it is the border of Victoria and South Australia, so it should run straight north and south along the state border.
I think this is it. It says border track. Kind of faded, but that is the one.
I will tune out the audio here because I was listening to podcast. Border Track was a little underwhelming with tight tracks and not much to see. It is just a geographical separator. Jake called me on radio and we decided to take a left on the next split to get onto Highway B57. Back to the pavement so we can get back to Big Desert faster. However, this put us in South Australia side for a while before turning back to Maryville. There was half-hour time difference between the two states. Confusing, huh? Heading back to Big Belly Boar campsite, which was the campsite we originally planned. So yeah, Border Track. At least got ourselves jogged on the map, but there's really nothing to see around there. It's just track along the border of Victoria and South Australia. Daily morning teamwork. We keep the sleeping bag and pillow inside the swag, so it gets a little harder to roll up. A bit more bulky and heavy, but whatever saves time, so we can hit the road sooner. At that time, we weren't aware of the built-in tie-down straps on this ARB cargo bag, so we're using extra ratchet straps. I explained in one of my recent videos how the straps work, so go check that out. See? We're all still learning. Finally, back on track. Milmet Rock Track runs diagonal across the desert. Again, this desert is full of vegetation, which makes the track fairly easy to follow. Oh Jesus. Yeah, he's picking up Ed right now.
Still running in there. So we are here, Milmet Rock. Visitor book. Let's see what's in here. Beans.
As always the case, we ran into friendly tourists showing us routes they've taken.
Back here is where I met the other guys. Oh, one minute, no.
You'll make it up.
Alright.
Keep the momentum.
Can't really see in the video, but this is a steep, soft sand uphill. Jay's Prado hopped over the top in low range with both lockers on. Maybe the cruiser and I were just too heavy.
Oh my god, you got it? Is he gonna bite?
I don't know. That's why I put gloves on.
Oh, so cute.
Pretty cool.
That looks like a nice pet. Oh, so cute. Let's check out our location. You are here. So we've driven today from possibly here to there.